You feel it, the weight. The rules are rigged, the game lost before you learn to play. The Uniform Commercial Code, or UCC, is the invisible chain. Not iron, but words, binding you as a debtor, a fiction. But what if you could break the chains? It began with a whisper. In 1933, the government was bankrupt. Gold was confiscated, replaced by debt notes from the Federal Reserve. Your name became a corporate entity, a strawman. This silent contract began at birth, making you collateral for the national debt. The Uniform Commercial Code, quietly adopted by every state, became the supreme law, governing every transaction you make. It created a legal cage, making everyone a player in bankruptcy administration. Attorneys, members of the bar, manage this shadow system, ensuring you perform under the silent contract. All crime is commercial. This is not a metaphor. The system is not about justice, it's about money. Every fine, fee and penalty is about balancing the books. You are always the surety, presumed liable for the charge. This is the Gothic Machine, turning citizens into debtors, justice into collection. But every trap has a key. Every code can be broken. The year is 1933. America, broken by the Great Depression, faces a shadowy betrayal. Secret deals in the halls of power prepare a devastating blow. Gold is confiscated, real money replaced by paper, an illusion. House Joint Resolution 192 voids gold payments, unmooring America from reality. The people become collateral, trapped in a rigged game, permanent debtors in a bankrupt estate. With gold outlawed, real money vanished. The Federal Reserve note replaced it, a phantom currency born from a private bank backed by nothing but debt. Every dollar is a liability, not an asset. You never truly own anything. You're just a tenant in a world of perpetual debt. It's a prison for the mind. In 1933, a bankrupt government needed control. Their solution? The strawman. When your birth was registered, a legal entity was created. Your strawman, in all caps. The state deals with this fiction, not you. Every license bill or summons is for your strawman. Unknowingly, you became surety for its debts, trapped in a system you never chose. The Uniform Commercial Code, or UCC, quietly replaced old laws, creating a legal mesh across the nation. It governs all commerce, contracts and debt, making every aspect of life a transaction. Its dense language hides its power, but the UCC is the operating manual for the Matrix, an invisible legal prison shaping our world. The courts shifted from common law, where your rights mattered, to commercial law, where contracts rule. Today, every courtroom is a commercial court. The gold-fringed flag signals Admiralty Law, not the law of the land. You have no constitutional rights here, only obligations under contract. The age of commercial law has begun. The Uniform Commercial Code is not one law. It is a hydra, 11 heads, each ruling a part of commerce. Article 1 is the foundation, the Rosetta Stone, defining the rules and binding you to its world. It offers freedom, but only to choose your cell. The UCC is the code of codes, the key that locks the cage. We descend deeper into the machine. Article 2 governs sales. Goods you buy, debts you discharge, never true ownership. Article 3 defines checks and notes. Promises to pay, not real money, just shifting debt. Article 4 is the banking system's plumbing, keeping the illusion alive and the ledgers balanced. In this world, you survive only by playing their game, a perfectly designed trap. The digital blood of the Matrix must pump through its veins. Articles 4A, 5 and 6 are the deep plumbing, regulating the flow of debt, guaranteeing payment and protecting creditors. These unseen mechanisms ensure the system's stability, holding you captive as the gears of the Gothic machine grind on. Here we find the darkest secrets. Article 7 covers documents of title, papers like warehouse receipts and bills of lading. The document of title is the key. Whoever holds it controls the property, not the thing itself. You are surrounded by things you use, but you own nothing. It's the grand illusion of ownership. Article 9, Secured Transactions, is the engine room of the debt prison. It governs all loans secured by collateral, your car, your equipment, even your labour. The government made you the ultimate asset of your strawman, claiming you as collateral for the national debt. Article 9 is the legal power that binds you and everything you own to their system. The UCC was built to be permanent, immune to repeal, a law that devours other laws. Its code is the lock on the door, the gears of a perpetual system of control. But within the code, they left the keys. To cross from sovereign soul to state control, they created a double, a legal phantom called the strawman. Your birth certificate became its founding document, turning your name into a corporate entity. From that moment, you had a shadow self, a double born into debt. Look at your government mail, your ID cards, your bank statements. Do you see your name in all capital letters? That's not a mistake. It's a legal symbol, a corporate fiction called the strawman. When you answer to that name, you step into their legal game, mistaking yourself for the debtor, not the living being. The modern courtroom is no longer a place of common law and jury trials. Instead, it's a court of admiralty, where you are seen as cargo, not a sovereign. The gold-fringed flag signals this shift. Here, the judge acts as captain, settling commercial disputes, not dispensing justice. By appearing, you agree to their rules and become surety for the debt. Under the UCC, you are the accommodation party, signing for a legal fiction, the strawman, and taking on its debts. You receive no benefit, only the crushing weight of obligations. Your labour is garnished, your home foreclosed, all for a debt you can never collect from a ghost. Once sovereign, you have been transformed into a subject, your rights replaced by obligations, your life collateral for a debt you never chose. The government, once your servant, is now your master. The chains are not iron, but contracts and your unknowing consent. You now live as a subject in the kingdom of debt. In the shadows of federal agencies, a chilling mantra is whispered. All crime is commercial. It's written in their own code. Every crime is about money. The system isn't about justice. It's about extracting revenue. You're not a citizen to protect, but a market to exploit. It all starts with a piece of paper, a ticket, a summons, a bill. These are not orders, but offers, presentments, inviting you into a contract with the state. Your signature is acceptance. By paying or arguing, you agree to their terms, entering the realm of commercial law. Recognize the presentment for what it is, an offer you can accept, reject, or question. At the heart of this vast collection scheme stands a feared and misunderstood entity, the Internal Revenue Service. The IRS is not a government agency in the constitutional sense. It is a private collection agency, an accounting firm for the Federal Reserve Bank and its creditors. It was constituted under the UCC and has operated purely in that commercial realm since its inception in 1954. Its agents are not public servants. They are unregistered foreign agents, revenue officers whose sole purpose is to enforce the commercial contracts and collect the tribute owed by the debtor subjects. The IRS embodies the principle that all crime is commercial. They are, honestly, the ultimate expression of the system's true nature. They do not care about your life, your family, or your hardships. They are concerned with one thing, the numbers on a ledger. They are the enforcers for the bankruptcy administrators. The tax they collect is not a lawful tax to fund a representative government. It is a tribute paid by the conquered to their masters. It is the rent you pay for the privilege of using their phantom currency and living within their commercial system. It is the interest payment on the national debt, collected from the strawman accounts of the populace. The power of the IRS seems absolute, but it is built entirely on the same presumptions that govern the rest of the UCC Matrix. They presume you're a taxpayer as defined in their private codes. They presume you are the trustee for the strawman that earned the income. They presume you are operating in a commercial capacity for gain. Their letters and notices are not laws. They are presentments, offers of contract, claims made against your commercial fiction. Their power comes from your unknowing consent to these presumptions. Attorneys, the supposed guardians of your rights, are powerless before this machine. They are limited by their bar association licenses. They cannot make commercial claims. They are forbidden from challenging the fundamental jurisdiction of the IRS or the legitimacy of the debt. Their role is to negotiate a payment plan, to arrange the terms of your surrender. They are administrators within the bankruptcy, helping you manage your obligations to the creditors. They cannot help you escape, for they are themselves a part of the prison's staff. Justice is an illusion. Courts are commercial processing centres, judges act as bank managers, and the system protects the state's revenue, not your rights. All crime is commercial. Your liberty is traded for debt, and justice is just a calculator. What you see is only the illusion of justice, a theatrical performance hiding a national swindle. The system's power lies in unchallenged presumptions that you are the strawman, the debtor, the surety. But every system of rules contains its own remedy. The key to freedom is not to fight, but to claim your status using the UCC itself. By rebutting their presumptions and asserting your position as creditor, you shatter their foundation. The freedom process is about mastering their rules, not escaping them. True sovereignty is achieved by becoming the master of the strawman, not its victim. To begin, you must capture your strawman, the legal fiction in all caps. Draft a security agreement making the strawman your debtor, pledging all its property to you. Establish power of attorney and copyright notice over the name, and indemnify yourself from its liabilities. These contracts shift you from presumed surety to secured party. This is your first move. You now control the entity created to control you. Private contracts gain force when made public. Filing a UCC financing statement with the Secretary of State puts the world on notice. You are the secured party. The strawman is your debtor. This public record perfects your claim, making you first in line over all the strawman's assets. The system's presumption collapses. You are no longer the surety. The UCC is your shield and sword, recognized by their own rules. You have taken commercial control. With your claim perfected, you address the value taken at birth, your bond at the Treasury. Through the chargeback process, you use your account's credit to discharge public debts, not to enrich yourself. You send a chargeback invoice and bill of exchange to the Treasury, reclaiming your energy for settling obligations. Now you discharge debts as a creditor, not with your labor, but with the credit created in your name. This is the final step to reclaiming your financial sovereignty. As holder in due course, you possess the highest claim to your strawman and its assets. When presentments arrive, you accept them for value as creditor, not debtor. You settle, not argue, closing accounts with authority. You have captured the fiction, accessed your credit, and now operate as sovereign. You are the master of your commercial vessel. Once awakened, the world's illusions fall away. Everyday life reveals the machinery of control. Every transaction, every signature, a link in the chain. This knowledge can isolate, but it also empowers. You see the system's tactics and choose not to consent. Understanding the rules, you play to win, not to comply. True freedom begins when you see the matrix for what it is. The true process of freedom is a declaration of war, not of weapons, but of paper and process. You challenge the system's power, stepping out of line, refusing to be a compliant debtor. The system will resist, using bureaucracy, intimidation, and legal tricks to wear you down. This path demands total commitment and unwavering resolve. To claim your sovereignty is to claim a heavy crown. The sovereign has no one to blame, no one to look to for guidance or protection. To be sovereign is to be absolutely responsible for your life, your property, and your choices. It is the solemn, sometimes terrifying responsibility of being the sole author of your own law and destiny. The fight for sovereignty is the noblest struggle of our time, a spiritual rebellion against a system that has forgotten the soul. The hope lies in the resilience of the human spirit. Each person who awakens creates a crack in the wall of the prison. This is the fight of our lives, toward a world where we are truly free and sovereign.